Hi guys, it's Jessie from Jessie's Planet, and today we're here with my dashboard for the week of the 24th through the 30th of August. I creamed my coffee, don't judge, it was an accident. It was a brand new bottle. Does it taste a little bit like milk? Yeah. Does it need a little extra coffee? Absolutely, but we're gonna get there. I just need to drink a little bit first. Alrighty, so this week has been an absolute dumpster fire at work. So I was thinking I'm gonna do something to try and cheer myself up a little bit. And I'm gonna go with something light and airy. I have some flowers that I'm looking at. I also have these flowers, and I was trying to decide, it was like one of those things where I was looking at it, I was like, can they go together? I think they can. I think that they can live together. They're different, but I think they'll be okay. And then I'm throwing in some gold. And the reason I'm doing this is because actually I busted out one of my sticker books from years gone by. You know, you go through phases. But this one is pressed florals. And the stickers that are in here, the decorative stickers, are bigger. And I was feeling like I needed some big stickers in my life. I'm not gonna lie. This week truly tried to kill me. But I persevered. Life is good. Okay, I'm going to start with, you're gonna judge me, don't judge me. I've decided I'm going down the middle today, but in order to do that well, I need to make sure my papers are lined up. I need to make sure that they're not gonna move on me while I'm trying to get this going. So my watch is currently telling me how much I've failed at hitting my goals for activity this week. I'm telling you guys, the gym didn't even happen. It was so bad. The kids were just, not all of them, but some of them were on the struggle bus. We have some sick kiddos at school. And not sick enough that they belong at home, but definitely sick enough that it's throwing their whole world off. So the poor babies were not feeling well. And sometimes when my kiddos don't feel well, the behavior is very clearly them not feeling well. That's where we're starting. So once we've done this part, and this is on nice and good, then I can temporarily trim a little bit because I'm done with this part. It's really cute tape. It's part of that crazy wild set of tapes that I got at Michael's when I was having a very lucky day. And I actually think it's one of the ones that was on clearance. It was a win, officially. So I did the washi down here. There will be more washi, but I want to add a couple of pressed flowers on the way up too, because sometimes you just need a few flowers in your life to make it all make sense, right? Do pink there, and I'll do a pink over here. And then, oh, that's a lovely purple one. I really like this guy. Some purples. Now, I don't want to cover all of the washi, but if that's what happens, that's okay. Because, like I said, I'm going to add it other places. I'm hoping that it's going to pop up a little bit here and there, depending on how intensely I feel like flowering my life. There's some green leafies. Hello, Mr. Green Leafy. Why don't you want to come out? Commit to me, Green Leafy. Oh. Your problem is that I have toyed with you once before. I wasn't sure if I wanted you, and you ended up going back in. So that makes for some awkwardness. The red's not popping up really well just because that sticker is so dark pink red heavy, but that's okay. We're gonna get there. Yellow's really cute too. Because I'm overlapping them, I'm trying to stay with the paper stickers because the clear ones are cute, but they don't overlap nicely when you're trying to create an overlappy experience. I don't want you too far into the 27th, but you get to go over that way a little bit. Oh, look, you're a daisy, but let's do another pink one first. And there's one of these coral ones. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be so cute. I also have, a little bit more. Do we notice that it's a little bit light on the yellers? It is, but that's okay. We'll throw that guy on top of there and it'll bring more yellow in. Okay, so the middle is pretty much done, so I can take this washi off. Alrighty. Sorry, I had to doctor my coffee for a second. And even then it didn't turn out right. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think I might have gone a little light on the grounds today, which is so depressing spaghetti. All right, we're gonna try and very carefully find the middle. I did such a good job of getting these two together that they might not come apart as nicely as I wanted them to. But we're gonna be okay. The key to all of these things is remembering no one died. Like, honestly, it is just stickers. And while they're very important and they're very cute, they are not the beginning or end of anything. Okay, so that part's done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the other job that has to be done that is not as exciting. And I'm going to go ahead and do my holes. Like I said, I have a Happy Planner hole punch that I love, but she does not do all sorts of strange things. She's pretty weird about what she'll hole punch. So the crocodile is my friend when it comes to doing more non-traditional materials. And also my Happy Punch has hit a point in her life where she likes to get stuck sometimes. And because I use my crocodile so much, and I don't honestly mind doing the punching by hand so that I can get through more difficult materials like cardstock and stickers. She'll punch lamination. Apparently she'll punch leather. I have not tried that one yet. Sorry, just needed the holes so that it can eventually go back in. And now for this one. The key with her really is to just get that first hole where it like slides in and it hits the right spot. And then after you can do it all by hand. But also, because she does, I'm just gonna, this one again, because it didn't quite go the way I wanted, okay. Once you get it started, it's easy to move on because you slide it in and it perfectly spaces everything out as long as you have it in right. She does all the thinking for you. You don't have to think too hard about anything. Okie dokie, artichoke. We got our holes. Now, like I said, we're going to do more washi. That was a given. We knew that. And because it's only popping out a little bit here and there, I think I'm going to go slightly heavy-handed on it. But I'm probably going to use it by splitting it and tearing it, because it's a pretty thick washi, which I love. There's sometimes where you're like, oh, I definitely need a thicker washi. And there's sometimes where you're like, I don't necessarily need the thicky washi, but what I do need is, I want this side. Because there's kind of a direction to the way the flowers are going. And I want the tear to go down over here. And I'm not sure why I'm feeling so particular about that in this moment, but sometimes you just feel particular. And why fight it? Oh, look at that. Isn't she cute? Okay, and I'm going to throw some of her over here too. I suppose she doesn't really have a direction. You can flip it either way. My fault. I was slightly wrong in that statement. I take it back. I have misrepresented my washi tape. It goes both directions. It doesn't have an up and down. It has a whatever you need it to be. Okay, that one we're done with. But I also wanted to use this one, and I think that she can go. You know, it's like you realize while you're doing a spread what you're lacking in the sticker department. And that's when I go shopping all over again, which is really dangerous. Okay, so it occurred to me, and I thought this before, I regularly white out my month and then I put it back in. Not always, but regularly. But I don't have numbers. I need to get numbers so that my numbers can get whited out and redone too, potentially. But then also, I'm opening a can of worms on that one, because do I really want to have to get that many numbers? Because then you know what's going to happen next. It's like once you go down the rabbit hole, it just gets worse or better, depending. I'm going to be like, oh, now the font on these numbers doesn't necessarily match the font in the boxes, and then I'm going to want to place the font in the boxes. So then I'm going to be replacing these. I'm going to be replacing these. And then when it's all said and done, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going through a lot of numbers in a month. So, you know, I mean, I need to be realistic. I'm going to shred this one too, because I'm going to throw some in the boxes so it feels like it's evening out a little bit more. I'm trying to decide how I feel about these two together. I think I like them. It just is. So this one's going to be upside down, or I'm going to do something slightly different with her and go this way. Okay, but then I've decided that, because if you're new to me, you know, I get it down, I look at it, and I'm like, there's something that's not quite right. here's what's not quite right. This one and this one are touching. So she needs to come down to Tuesday because I don't want them physically touching each other. Now these two are a little close together. Pondering that. Because, okay, so here's, you guys are getting ready to watch the madness happen. I could move this one and this one, but once I have this up here, then those two are touching. So I think she's gonna come down one to create more space between these two. Then this one is not gonna be right next to that one. It's instead gonna go here. And I don't necessarily like that those are both there, but then if I move this one here, then they're touching again. So I think we'll leave that alone for now. We'll see how I feel about it once I add some gold, because I've decided we're gonna do a little gold because I wanna do some of the gold flowers too. Is it a plethora of different items this time? I'd say yes. Do they all go together? I'd say, I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I don't want those next to each other. What if you come up here? And then those two are kind of touching each other, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't feel like those ones are as different that I'm upset that they're touching. Could that change? It could. I feel like I need something here. And I'm not sure what that is at this point. And we're going to pause on that. That might be left because we might use stickers to fill in some of that. I'm gonna put some gold over on this side. I just realized that we're slowly making our way further and further up the page. Isn't that weird when that happens? Okay. That can go there. So we have a little bit of each of the washies on each of the pages. Now we can get out our flowers in our boxes. Now, I have other boxes. I can get out the black ones, the neutrals, the rainbows. I have other boxes. But this one in particular has pressed flowers in the boxes. So I was thinking it might be nice if I used these boxes actually. Alrighty, thinking about, it's hard for me to get that far ahead, not gonna lie. I'm thinking about what I have coming. Here's what I know. I know that I want more yellow in boxes because I don't have as much yellow in the middle and I want to pull some of the yellow out. And I think the yellow that I want is a mix between the light yellow and the dark yellow. So the question is, can we help the two of them get together in one box? I think we can. Because then that makes the yellow stand out a little bit more in the middle. Another color that there's not a whole lot of is coral, and I don't know if I have any coral boxes, but we're definitely gonna look before we... I have that guy. Okay, what if we do... Needs a big one. I'm gonna do the flowers on the other side, honestly. Don't you hate when you put it down and you can tell clearly that it didn't line up correctly. I do. Okay, so this is that coral that's over there, but here's what I'm gonna throw out. I don't like how thick this edge is. I don't know why that bothers me. It's a cute box, but the thickness there is slightly unnerving. So we're going to look for a different box. Do I want to put pink next to her? Probably. Oh, there's more coral boxes. Look at how they are. I should have known they existed. Alrighty. Do I want to put a light pink there? I think what I want, honestly, is either Pure Pure. I think we're going to go with Pure Pure. And the reason that we're going to go with Pure Pure is because there's no purple down here. And I think I'm gonna go down a little bit because I don't want, the part I don't like is how thick that is. So I wanted to cover that up, but it would be weird for me to go up in staggering instead of down in staggering. But then we do that thing where Jessie realizes that it's not sitting nicely and she has to try again. And the part that's so infuriating about that is that sometimes the issue is the first box you lay down. Okay. And then you're like, well, I didn't do that right. But also, I could use some more green in this chaos. And I also would like a blue. Now, if I were feeling pretty particular, I might actually pull some of these up and white out the box underneath because that coral kind of pops through a little bit. But I feel like I need to give myself some grace this week, and I'm not going to make myself crazy over that little something. Alrighty. Why are you here? You don't belong here. It's like a teeny tiny piece of sticker. Alrighty. So I do want more blue and green boxes because blue and green is not something you're seeing a lot of in here, and I want to make it feel like it fits. So we're going to do a blue for the weekend. For those of you that don't know, for my boxes for the weekend, they sometimes end up being one box in the middle because I try to have one day where I work and one day where I play. And I'm not sure which one is which at this point. I know that there are a few things coming up, not necessarily right now, but very soon, that I'm gonna wanna do on the weekend. And I just don't know which day I'm gonna do them. Like when the tattoo convention comes, I don't know if I'm gonna go on Saturday or on Sunday. And when I get to the part where like the oddities convention is here, do I go on Saturday or Sunday? Those are all things that I'm gonna figure out as we go. Alrighty. I want another box over here somewhere. Let's go with a green. And let's do a lighter green with it too, but well, all my lighter greens hang. Yeah. Okay guys, let me show you where my chaos is. I have a white flower here, right? With the dark green. But all of my lighter green boxes are either bigger, which would take up a big chunk, which is bigger, or they also have white flowers. I know that this seems like a silly thing, but I don't want to have monochromatic flowers in one box. So what we're gonna do to solve this problem is this guy's coming out. I know, makes me seem a little crazy. It is what it is. That sticker may be lost. It may not have any stick left in it, which is a sad, sad state of affairs, but for the greater good, I'm gonna try and find that one a home in a minute. We're gonna do that. There we go. And I did not overlap them. I gave them a little bit of space to breathe on their own. but I just didn't want to have all white flowers in that one box. Can I find you a home? Because I don't want to lose you. Oh, you're too close to that one. Arr. Green and green. They're both dark green. Again, guys, it shouldn't matter, but I can be really weird about some things. Alrighty, green. We are going to overlap here. Blue. And I think I'm going to try and grab a coral and put a coral up there too. There's light pink too. Question is, don't coral up. I feel like there's a lot of lighter pink with this, and I don't necessarily want to. It already feels heavy enough on the lighter pink. Of course, you wanted to do that to me. We have boxes for important stuff. Alrighty. I was gonna see about maybe, I don't think I want boxes for looking ahead. I think I want to get some more flowers in here. Honestly. This is really cute. I'm trying to figure out, can she go there? This might have to leave for a minute. Doesn't mean she doesn't have a home. It means it might just change up a little bit. Let's do that. And then we can I want to feel as free as the flowers. That's cute. Choose joy. Just bloom. I want to stay away from being too heavy on those. I hate when my scissors are gunky. Let me tell you. Chop up some scissors so it looks like perhaps these are behind the boxes. Just chop up some stickers, make them look like it's behind the boxes. Alrighty. Sorry. I love the white flowers, but the issue I run into is, I don't know if you've noticed, but the white doesn't show up on white paper so good. So I don't know, I have to ponder how I'm going to use those more effectively. Because like short of like when I'm putting them in the middle on top of something else, they just kind of don't show like you want them to. I do want, but not that color. I want to put because I put the washi in there, I want a box so that I have the ability to write there. It also makes me feel like I need a box there and there. Don't want to get weird about the boxes, but I'm getting weird about the boxes, guys. Okay, maybe the light pink is gonna go in. I was gonna try and avoid it mostly. But I don't like the fact that we're using all the colors and then they're gonna like be close together or touch each other. So in order for the staggering to happen appropriately, light pink does need to go in. These are such cute stickers. There's a cat trying to steal cat food, and I'm going to get very sad in a minute but not right now. Alrighty, we need to make it say August. And I did put gold in there because I was going to put some gold flowers in. Notice how that didn't happen. Hey, stickers, can you come out, please? Have I had you so long that you don't want to be stickers anymore? These are one of my older ones. They've been around for a long time. Yeah, I definitely wanted some gold. Because otherwise, what is the gold washi doing? I don't tie it all together. And I'm not sure that I'm even succeeding in tying it all together, but I'm trying my very best. Okay. I do not like the way it's covering my looking ahead. I want you I'm so proud of myself for solving that problem. I was like, I can cover it up with something else. I can put another box there. And I was like, but it's just that one spot. Just take that part of the sticker off. Now I can still see the word. Alrighty. Were there any other gold stickers that I wanted to implement immediately? Not necessarily, but I do like these gold ones that are like gold and pressed flowers, which I'm not mad about. I think they're cute. I just, like, I can't add much more chaos and have it not look like I wasn't sure what I was doing. There we go, some more gold there. Okay, I feel like we're good. Alrighty, let's do the part where it says August. I have a wrinkle in my washi, sorry. Alrighty. And I was thinking something rainbowy maybe, but then I think that'll work. Actually, I'm not sad about it. A, U, G, uh-oh, I don't like that. Because my other U is green. Here we go again, guys. Don't want a green G next to a green. So let's go with this orange G. It's like a yellowy orangey. Sometimes putting letters down, they get a little wonky. And I don't want wonky donkey letters. A-U-G, U. Sorry, I was just low on U's, so I had to make sure that I was using this U particularly. S, let's go with the bluish one. There's a blue one too, but I actually ended up doing purple. And then for my T, do I want to go with an orangey? I'll go with the orangey one. Actually, I want to go with the coral one because then it looks like it's coming full circle. And one more executive decision. August. That is the month it is. That G's a little high. Guys, I sometimes wonder if everybody else gets as weirdly hung up on placement as I do. Eventually it ends up getting you because you're so busy focused on where your G is. Your G stops wanting to stick, and then you're stuck with 3 green letters in a row. Alrighty. I feel like I want a little more gold. So I'm gonna add a tad, not a lot, on the tops. Alrighty, guys, I think she's done. And I think she's adorable. I love her. She feels very light and airy and fun. And it will be nice to get her in my planner because this week I'm sending myself positive vibes and she feels positive. Alrighty, if you stayed this long, I really appreciate you. If you like it, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because, hey guys, I'm getting better at this. It's not as bad as it was in the beginning. And there will be more, so keep an eye out. All right, thanks, bye.